Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we dive in deep into a topic that can completely transform your relationships. Understanding a core aspect of female psychology. We're going to talk about why a man's calm, steady presence is one of the most powerful and attractive qualities he can possess. This isn't about being emotionless or robotic. It's about being the unshakable rock she can depend on, especially when life gets chaotic. So, have you ever noticed that during an argument or a stressful situation, things can escalate really quickly? One minute you're discussing what to have for dinner, and the next, it feels like a major crisis. This is often because of something called emotional flooding. When a person, man or woman, feels overwhelmed, their nervous system goes into overdrive. The logical part of the brain takes a backseat, and the primal fight-or-flight response takes over. For many women, who are often more attuned to the emotional undercurrents of a relationship, this can happen more easily. They might feel unheard, misunderstood, or anxious, and their emotions spike. Now, here's where you come in. What's the typical male reaction? Often, it's to either get defensive and match her emotional intensity, which is like pouring gasoline on a fire, or to completely shut down and withdraw, which makes her feel abandoned and even more anxious. Both of these reactions confirm her subconscious fear that the situation is out of control and that she is alone in handling it. The secret weapon here is emotional stability. Imagine her emotions are like a stormy ocean. If you jump into the waves with her, you'll both just get tossed around. But if you can be the lighthouse, strong, steady, and unwavering, you provide a point of safety. Your calmness doesn't mean you're dismissing her feelings. In fact, it's the opposite. It communicates, I see you're upset, and I'm not scared. I'm right here with you, and we'll get through this together. This is incredibly reassuring. It allows her nervous system to co-regulate with yours and begin to calm down. Let's break this down from a psychological and even biological perspective. Historically and evolutionarily, women have been wired to seek security and stability. A partner who remains calm under pressure signals that he is a capable protector and provider, not just in a physical sense, but in an emotional one. He demonstrates that he can handle stress, which builds a profound sense of trust. She learns that she can bring her fears and worries to you without the risk of you falling apart or lashing out. This trust is the absolute bedrock of deep intimacy and attraction. Think about it. Attraction isn't just about looks or shared hobbies. A huge component of long-term attraction is feeling safe with someone. Safe to be vulnerable, safe to be imperfect, safe to have a bad day. When you consistently react to her emotional storms with a calm and steady presence, you are actively building that safety. You're showing her through your actions, not just your words, that you are reliable. So, how do you actually do this in the heat of the moment? It's not easy, and it takes practice. The first step is self-awareness. You have to recognize when your own fight-or-flight response is kicking in. You'll feel your heart rate increase, your muscles tense up, and your immediate instinct will be to defend yourself or shut her out. When you feel this happening, the most powerful thing you can do is take a deep breath. Just one conscious, slow breath can interrupt that primal reaction and give your logical brain a chance to come back online. Instead of reacting to the content of what she's saying, listen for the emotion underneath. Is she feeling scared? Disrespected? Ignored? Try to validate that feeling without necessarily agreeing with the story she's telling about it. You can say something like, "It sounds like you're feeling really overwhelmed right now," or "I can see this is really frustrating for you." This simple act of validation shows you're listening and you care. You're not judging her for having feelings, you're acknowledging them. At the same time, it's crucial to maintain your own boundaries. Being calm doesn't mean being a doormat. You can be steady and still say, "I want to understand, but I can't talk about this when we're yelling. Can we take a 5-minute break and then come back to this calmly?" This sets a boundary in a non-aggressive way. You're not abandoning the conversation. You're guiding it toward a more productive place. You're leading. This leadership quality is immensely attractive. When a man can lead himself and the situation from a place of emotional control, it demonstrates maturity and strength. Women don't want a partner they have to manage emotionally. They want a partner they can lean on. By being that steady presence, you're not just solving a temporary argument, you're rebuilding a pattern of interaction that deepens her trust and respect for you over the long term. Let's consider another common scenario. She's stressed about work, or family, or something completely outside of your relationship. Her energy is frantic and anxious. The typical fix-it mode for men is to jump in with solutions. You should do this. Or why don't you just tell your boss that? While well-intentioned, this can often backfire. It can feel like you're minimizing her problem or implying she can't solve it herself. What she's often looking for in that moment is not a consultant, but a comfort. She wants to vent and have her feelings heard. Again, this is where your calm, steady presence is gold. Just listen. Let her talk. Nod, make eye contact, and just be there. Your non-anxious presence is the solution. It creates a space where she can process her own emotions and often find her own solution. By not getting swept up in her stress, you become her anchor. She'll leave that conversation feeling lighter, understood, and more connected to you, even if nothing about her external problem has changed. This ability to remain calm is a skill, like any other. It requires practice. Meditation, mindfulness exercises, and even regular physical activity can help regulate your own nervous system, so you're less reactive in general. It's also about changing your mindset. Stop seeing her emotions as a problem to be solved or a threat to be neutralized. Start seeing them as information, a window into her inner world, and see these moments as an opportunity to demonstrate your strength and build deeper connection. Every time you choose to respond with calmness, instead of reacting with anger or avoidance, you are making a deposit in the bank of trust in your relationship. Over time, these deposits build a massive reserve of security and goodwill. She will feel that she can be her complete self with you, messy emotions and all, because she knows you can handle it. And that feeling, that deep, unwavering sense of emotional safety is one of the most powerful drivers of lasting love and attraction. It turns a good relationship into an incredible one. So, the next time you find yourself in a tense moment, remember the lighthouse. Don't get drawn into the storm. Be the steady, unwavering light that guides you both back to safety. It will change everything. Thanks so much for watching today. If this resonated with you, give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more content on building stronger, healthier relationships. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. See you in the next one.